His Orianna is massive dominance, though. Most played champ and over 70%.
Whoa!
It's hard to match.
Insanity with the counter pick.
Finally! Play there, and they make the call, hey, Dig are going to escape from this bottom side gank, no problem. Here we go, counter play.
Wants to continue following up on this. Ignite thrown and Chime Haymaker out to try and answer Jensen on the pursuit, but that's first blood.
Good play. Now we're going to see the Rift Herald, though.
Rich rotating towards Santorin. Two members of Dignitas in Pixel, and Boom goes for the knockup. There's the first ult from Insanity, trying to land as much as he can, and Rich did take a lot of damage, but Santorin is the first to fall. Wild Turtle, Killer Instinct into the back line, manages to flash for flash. So regroup on that one. I think it's good to see Insanity able to get a decent amount of damage down with that first ult and see if Boogie can collapse upon this play. Rich, a lot of CC to him, tries to escape, cannot do so.
Boogie, where is he?
Honestly, though, never mind, bottom side again.
All time venturing forward, Tomo and Poom walking out of it because Boogie's coming to play. There is the downtown right of the arcane. Tomo has to ult, but he on to the dragon, and the Rift Herald spawned across mid. At first, some lack of agency when it's your support that picks it up, but always run at them to make sure that Jensen can't make his way over.
Oh, they're going for the dive, though.
Back off. There's a Feather Storm from Tomo, should be able to blade call back. Turtle! Sidestep it!
You're able to make yourself the star is that your team also gets things on the other side of the map because
they don't look ready to let it go completely. TSM keeping control of the river. They have Scuttle, they have some controls down, and Teleport coming in as well. Multiple Chime up, and now the Nature's Grass drawn down. Root into the back line. Insanity takes a decent amount of damage, but look, Tomo is also pushing Chime out of it. Santorin into the back of the pit. Rich going deep to try and find Hanser, but Insanity takes down Santorin. And all the while, it's the jungler lost for Dignitas, which means that TSM feel free to disengage.
yeah, TSM.
Copium for Dignitas side right here is Rich is able to grab this turret. He's going to keep scaling up.
While having vision control over Baron, but they go for Insanity. He doesn't flash it.
Insanity now flashing away, but gets rooted in, knocked back by Santorin. Wild Turtle coming in with the Killer Instinct and going for blood. Picks up the kill onto Jensen, but Dignitas wanting to dish something.
Vulnerable. Maokai ultimate comes back off of cooldown. And even though Poom had to use a lot.
All right, so now Wild Turtle alone in mid, knocked up and flashes out. In the end, Chime gets rooted on the entry. The Arcane raining from above once again takes out Jensen, and TSM still standing strong with 3. They lose Wild, but too far from the rest of the team to be able to collapse. It is TSM that will pick up.
Feels like the ball is in Insanity's hands. If he lands enough poke, Dig have a hard time contesting.
Again, with the start of this, Teleport coming in for Dignitas. Boogie ends up flashing away, still rooted, and escapes for the time being, but the flash follow-up. Santorin looking to knock him into the rest of the team. Rich gets the river. Riot of the Arcane already used to get a good chunk onto Tomo, who uses the Feather Storm to escape the rest of the damage, but Boom, sandwiched between Hanser and Wild Turtle, who ends up Killer Instinct into the back line, does pick up the kill onto Tomo, but answered as Jensen ventures forward. Chime now on the retreat.
TSM.
Yeah, really. Oh, we're going to see an engage here out of Santorin.
Santorin locks one. Insanity flashes over the wall, teleports from both sides, but Chime goes into the stasis. Boogie is targeted by Rich, but unstoppable into the back line. Chime has used a showstopper, and Rich trying to get back into the fight, but Hunter has targeted him. Xerath picking up the kill onto Rich. 3 fallen for TSM, 2 for Dignitas, still holding on.
For TSM to contest this neutral objective, it breaks the dragon. That's exactly what happened. Tomo got hit low, Jensen got hit low. They both had to teleport back into these fights. I think you actually want to avoid grouping early for the neutral objective. That way you have less time playing that game.
Another initiation by Santorin, locks onto 2 and into the backline. Poom goes, Insanity being the target, but it's Rich to fall at the hand for that right of the Arcane. Tomo not dodging the first, but dodging the last. Then the attention spent onto Jensen. Boogie knocked up in the backline by Poom, but Chime is looking for someone to target, still has a showstopper available, and that's Baron going down for Dignitas to claim. Chime locking on 1 with a showstopper, but will give his life as a result as soon as Tomo comes into stasis. See if he can finish off multiple members of TSM. Wild Turtle locking on to Jensen, who goes into stasis and ends up punishing him for his crimes. Dignitas coming out with...
Outplayed the fight on the other side, even with the Kai'Sa trying to blow the ultimate from Tono into some ultimates from the Xerath. Now we're back into more action here. Haunter.
Teleport in for Dignitas. Hanser isolated and TSM getting knocked down. You ain't got no damage with no Wild Turtle or Insanity. So Dignitas see the angle to open things up. They take out the inhibitor and they are looking towards the Nexus. Still 45 seconds before Insanity spawns and Dignitas committing to the play. Hanser putting his body in front of the rest of the team and Boom making sure to shield up as well. Dignitas and Torin taking some damage, but still locking on Nature's Grasp. Will be able to grab some, and Tomo kills him off. Dignitas, it's the last you'll see of TSM in 2023. Dig take the win.
Dignitas.